All right, good morning. Welcome to the New York session. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so welcome to a new week. Welcome to a new week. Yeah. Okay. Just double checking. Just double checking to make sure all the links are working. All right. So here we have the dollar index as usual. We're expecting a continuation to the upside as I was looking for last week. Last week we did close Friday rejecting. We failed to take out Friday's low, Thursday's low, but we were in the OT area 70.5, which usually that would be where I expect price to reverse from. So I wasn't expecting any lower prices further, and then we rejected. So today, Monday, I don't want to see any movement to the downside. I would like to see a continuation to the upside. So as it stands, I want to see price continue going up. That is why this candle actually pulled back to the down candle or the block and rejected, and that actually offered a trade idea. If you know what you're looking for, it actually offered a trade idea on the euro. So let's go to euro, and then you see that trade idea. It actually happened right here. So this H4 took out the previous H4 high, went down during the landing session. We pull back to that on a 1 hour time frame. It's actually an order block here because it's coming off from the New York session. And then we created this, and then this pre-New York session also gave a nice entry over here. So I'm expecting a continuation to the upside. This was a landing session entry with the stop above here, looking for continuation, and then the New York session pre-New York session entry was there, and then that also rejected. So I'm expecting a continuation to the downside. We might struggle a little bit here, but we have equal lows, so I think that might be where price would like to draw to. Okay, so expect it to continue going down. The turning point is if we come back down and dollar index breaks this low. So if we come back down and we break this low, then probably price will go for the equal low, and then maybe a rejection. Until then, we are sticking to the upside on dollar and downside on euro. British pound is the same. The only problem is that British pound has a down candle coming off from this fair value gap. So British pound might not be the ideal trade pair for now. it can go all the way up to take our previous week high. So from the weekly perspective, we can come back one more time and take out that previous week high before a potential rejection. So keep an eye on the previous week high for British pound. For any trade idea to the downside, previous week high is where you want to start looking at. So let them take out the previous week high, then reject. That's when you can go short. Because last week did close. Let me look at it closely. Yeah, last week did close as a rejection above previous week high. But on the daily, it looks like there's a probability of them going for the previous week high first. Okay, so right here, we could go up there, take out the high first before we go down. Hence, look out for that before you start looking for sell ideas. Any sell idea you're going to look for, make sure we've closed below the previous candle's low. So until we close below previous candle's low, because right now we've closed above previous candle's high. Okay, that is the price action now. So for sell ideas, you need to get a close below previous candle's low before you can start looking for the sell ideas. Okay, so that is that for the British pound. Euro pound, that is also pulling back into this fair value gap. Now it's early for us to start looking for the low of the week to form. We could come all the way down here. We could be coming all the way down here on the Euro pound. We are still bullish, right? It will just be a retracement. So this low to potentially that high, and then we resume going up. Looking at how we are above a swing high over here, we could be coming down to that fair value gap. So if we can close below previous candle's low, and at the same time, let me get rid of this. Okay, so if we can close below this low and at the same time close below this candle's high, then we will come for this fair value gap, right? So then the range will be something like this, and then we anticipate somewhere here for continuation to the upside. Okay, so with today's price action, if we close as you're seeing, I'll probably look to sell short in here tomorrow. If we close as we are, or if we close below the 0.87960 level, then I'll look into selling short going into tomorrow. Okay, so that is why selling the euro will be the highest probable trade idea. Okay, not the British pound, because if this is unfolding, British pound will be sideways to the upside. Gold. So gold, I think last week when this was dropping, I spoke about potential rejection because I didn't think that they were going to continue going all the way down. So this week, let me go to the weekly. Right, we did close above previous week high. So this week I'm still bullish. I'm looking for higher prices. I've not changed my bias. This to me is just a pullback into this fair value gap. So I would like to see price reject the fair value gap and go back up again. For bearish price action, we need to close the gap in, and then we can maybe look for them to come down here, which I don't think that would be the case, looking at how the weekly closed. Okay, so I'm looking for higher prices. That means if we get any immediate close above a down candle, okay, something like this, if you get something like that, you can start looking for longs. If not, wait, unless you bought this as a pullback. So unless you're using this low, let me go to the daily. Unless you're taking it as a, okay, I need to go to the daily over here. I have too many lines on my chart, bear with me. Okay. So unless you took the trade as this being the impulse leg, we've come back to 618, and you went long with the idea that we're going to continue going higher like this. Unless you took the trade like that. If not, then sit patiently and wait, because we don't have any trade entry yet. We don't have full we don't have a confirmation yet, so going long like this will be a little bit risky, hence I don't recommend it. But what I do recommend is, if we get an immediate close on the H4, if we get an immediate close on the H4, then that will be a good idea for a potential buy, because that down candle on the H4 can serve as a protection. Okay, that down candle can serve as a protection. Okay, so wait patiently for that. All right, I don't think it's ready for that, especially looking at this up candle over here. If we can go above it, that would be good, and then we can look for continuation to the upside. Crude oil, last week I mentioned I wanted to see them go above the previous week high. Got slammed down here, or got slapped down here, and then I took my mind off it. But like I said, I still think they will come up here. I still think, because of this down candle, I still think it will come up here. Just see this as an let me invert it so you can see why I'm saying what I'm saying. Right, so see this as a bearish order block, and then we're pulling back. So the draw on liquidity is going to be here. So all that is happening is just a pullback. This high to this low is just pulling back into that range, and then it will come down here, right? So last week when we had that movement from here, I was anticipating them to come and attack this low, right? But they slammed it one more time in there before starting the rejection. So from here, 618, we need to come down here if I invert it. Okay, because sometimes people see sells properly than the buy. So that's why I've inverted the chart. So with this, it'll probably make sense why I'm saying what I'm saying, because they've broken this down candle. So anything going up is a pullback. It only reached 50% here and then rejected, but I couldn't continue because sometimes that 50% can be a trap. So this is more of a run on liquidity than rejection. Hence price is likely gonna take out this low, and that low. Now if I invert it back, you will see that we are going up here, right? But I'll wait and see how price is gonna trade today, because today is Monday. I'll wait and see how price is gonna trade today, and then if I see at least even a close above Friday's high, then I'll be interested in going long, because it's likely gonna come up here and then here before we continue going down. Okay, and then finally ES. So ES, last week I was expecting a continuation. Price came down. By the close of the day, we rejected that previous day's low. Now they've created a gap over here, which has now become a problem, or is going to be a problem for continuation to the upside. Okay, so let's see how today is gonna trade, because we need to trade through it. Okay, long term or by the close of the month, I would like to see still price go up. Okay, so are they going to come all the way down, take out this low before doing that, or you're just gonna reject and go up? That is something to be seen. So I'll wait for today and then see how price is gonna behave. I don't like what I'm seeing right now. The fact that we've dipped into the gap and rejected, that's not a good bullish sign. Hence I'm gonna wait New York session and see if we will reject and start approaching or start digging deep into this fair value gap. Okay, so yeah, let's wait and see. No trade on ES for today. Let's go over to the Australian dollar. So Australian dollar, I think we are gonna continue going down. On Friday, was it Friday? Thursday, I spoke about this candle. If we close sell short, look for continuation, and so far that is what it's doing, right? And this morning it offered another trade idea here and then here. Okay, so a continuation to the downside on this is ideal. Dollar yen, we've still going up. I think last week this whole drop was manipulation, took out this low and has rejected. We've come back above the up candle, so all of that was manipulation, and price is gonna continue going up. And the reason being the seasonal that I talked about every year. October, this is what, sorry, October, November, December, this is what price does most of the time. Okay, that is what price does most of the time. So any pullback to a fair value gap down candle, it's likely gonna push price back up again. right? So that is why I kept mentioning that we will go up again. Dollar Swiss also wiped out all the up candles and then started rejecting. From the 3 months perspective, this actually makes sense. Why? Because we are not supposed to come down here. We're supposed to go up there. Okay, so I'm seeing all that happened last week as manipulation. As a matter of fact, I wanted them to, based on Friday, I wanted them to take out this low, especially during that morning session here. I wanted to see them wipe the low and then reject. That would have given me confidence to buy, but I didn't do that, and then rejected. And so now it's just following order flow. So we created a fair value gap, we dipped in, we're closing above. In the next 30 minutes, price will close above this, and that will offer a potential buy to continue going up. Now, how far high is it gonna go? It can come all the way up to that 3 month high, which is up here, because that's where it was supposed to go when we were there. Okay, so again, this whole move to the downside, to me, is manipulation. It's not a real drop. When I say manipulation, I mean price is looking to pick liquidity and then go back up again. All right, so let's see how today is gonna close, because if today closes bullish as it's doing, then tomorrow you expect bullishness. Wednesday same thing, Thursday same thing. We might close all the move that happened to the downside, we might close all of that in again. And then dollar CAD, I think I already spoke about this. We are gonna come up here, so this is also high probability. It's just kind of stack consolidating, but it's gonna shoot up, close in this gap, and then aim for that. So this one can be a swing trade, or a short time to a swing trade, one of them, depending on how you want to go about it. Okay, so that is the dollar CAD for you. These are the, I would say, recommended pairs if you want to trade extra pairs aside the euro, pound, the ones that we talk about over here. Now let's go over to the crypto market. So crypto last week, beautiful drop. I don't think it's done. We might drop a little bit more to here, or this will be it and then we go back up. But the fact that they printed this up candle right there, the fact that they've printed this up candle right here, to me means that they might probably go down one more. Okay, so on the H4, oops. On the H4, we might run down. So think about how I talk about the price action before a move to the upside will happen, right? I said they will print an up candle, a down, 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 or down, and then rejection, then go back up, right? So we are not seeing something like that anywhere in here. Maybe this will be the up candle, and then down, then down, then down, then rejection. Okay, so we are likely gonna go one more time down. So look at between 91,000 to 90,000 area for where price can reject. Ethereum, same thing, right? We will come back down one more time, roughly somewhere here. Ethereum is at 50%, so we'll be coming somewhere here. Now if we get there, if we get to that level, I'll probably anticipate a reversal there in here, especially the 618 level, and then we'll be expecting them to go back up here to 4966 level. Solana, this low 126.15, that is the draw on liquidity, so expect a continuation to the downside on Solana. We could go all the way down to 95, okay, but for now 126.15. XRP, this one, just stay away, okay, just stay away from it for now, because of this week. Stay away, because it will not make sense. Hype, this low, it's likely gonna go, so hype, look for continuation. I like the up candles that price does not break them, so up candle prior to this move down, still being respected. They've created another one here, respected, and then currently creating one there, so that one is also going to be respected for continuation to the downside. Okay, this low and that low looks too clean, they will come back for it. And then Chatsky, they did eventually run that low, and then up to now we've not seen anything yet, but that is it. We've come for all-time lows, so I will see how price is gonna now emerge. Is it going to reject that and trade above the up candle, or they will move down again? It's yet to be seen. Now, where we are, selling, not the best idea, because we are all-time lows. Okay, so it's either you sit or you buy. You sit on your hands or you buy. Okay, and then you're buy with the intention that you're gonna be holding for a long time. You don't buy with the intention tomorrow or next week or next month is gonna go up. Buy with the intention that you're gonna hold for as long as you want to, until probably come all the way back up here, because it can. Okay, so yeah, that is Chachki for you. Now the AY16Z, I still couldn't figure out how to bring it, but I'll probably do it tomorrow. I have to change the screen. Okay, I have to change the screen, because the screen that I'm using is I'm using OBS, and OBS, it can mirror, or I can broadcast just one screen, a fixed screen or a fixed window, right? So right now it's just fixed on the trading view, but if I want to show something, then I have to change that settings. So I'll try and figure out tomorrow how to bring that one. Okay, so bear with me, and then I'll find a way to bring AI16Z to your view tomorrow. All right, okay, so just before I leave, let me go back and see what dollar is doing, euro is doing. Okay, so it's all according to plan. Yeah, they're all doing according to plan. So just the ES is what I'm gonna be watching later today. Is it gonna reject this order block right here during this New York session? Because that happened in New York, so that's a New York gap. We have an up candle here, so I'm gonna be watching that later this afternoon. Okay, so that is all I have for you for today. Today is Monday, so nice and easy, simple. We'll come back tomorrow, same time, and then we'll see what the market will have for us. Until then, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.